first time we took part in the Schindler Award, it was an initiative myself and a student of ours. This time, this is the second time we take part in this, and this is an initiative of our higher school. The director and all the organization of our school has decided to organize a group of 36 students working in the Schindler Award for a whole semester and doing it as the principal design studio work in this semester. I am absolutely convinced that architecture is not a question of producing beautiful or impressive images, but is a question related with the conditions of life of everybody. And then architecture has not to build or to make images, it has to build buildings and places for living people. More and more our young students are interested in this kind of architecture. And then a young student in our higher school who impressed me as being a very clever and very powerful person, whose name is Marta Bordas, and he's paraplexic, and he was then studying here. And I realized that in knowing her that these kind of persons suffering these kind of problems should be helped by everybody, and not because the will to help other people, but because in helping them and in working with them, I am improving my own quality of life, and I feel much happier since then than I was previous to this.
Normally, the students, when they are not really aware what it's a mobility problem or visual problem, because it's their first time in front of that problem. And usually people doesn't know how to move or how to react, because it's something that seems far or seems unknown. And I think the good thing of working on these issues is to make the accessibility as a normal term, to talk about that with no problems, and make the students sit on wheelchairs or close their eyes, and so they can get the feelings and get the normalization of that situation. And I think they usually react very good. The first time they are kind of afraid, they don't like to sit on a wheelchair, maybe it's contagious or something, but after that usually they actually don't want to stand up. They like to move and try things and really understand why the spaces should be on this way or the other. It has a reason. It's not only because the regulation says that and they were used to read the regulation and don't understand why it's asking that, and it's more about thinking about it. My vision of architecture would be having the accessibility parameters inside the project. Now we are talking about accessibility and the project, and there are different things. In some years, I think I would like not to have the need to talk about this, because it's something logic. It's like, don't say you have to fasten your seatbelt. It's always something that you always do. And I think when this is very assimilated, it's when people start thinking from there, and then you design.